Hi everyone, welcome to the signal box today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope that you do enjoy this video, and thank you for all your support so far on the channel. And if you do like what you see today or any of my previous videos, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. Okay, so cracking on and moving on with today's video. As the title suggests, it's always good to have more than one iron in the fire. Oh, how very true that is, isn't it? But certainly from a railwayman's point of view, it's not just a saying. So I'll show you what I picked up. Firstly is one of these. It's by Springside Models, a great company that do accessories to add custom detail finishes to your locomotives and rolling stock. In particular, this is for the tender loco set, the 4mm fire iron set. So you get a long-handed shovel, a dart, a pricker, a long-handed hammer, a shovel, another coal shovel, small shovel, and a bucket. And normally these live on top of the tender or in a special little recess inside the tender at head height on a tender engine. And if you've got a tank engine or something smaller, normally tank engines, they carry these tools on the back, on the bunker. They're specially adapted brackets and hooks where the tail lamps or the oil lamps normally go. Above there's some brackets which were normally where they lived on tank engines, but on tender engines they obviously were stored on the tender for the fireman, obviously, because he wasn't John Wayne. He couldn't climb over the top of the tender over the coal just to get the tools. They were in a special little recess. But yeah, these are for tender engines. So I got these because two reasons. Number one, I thought these were more superior to the plasticky Hornby ones that I grew up with before I got these. So this is the first time I actually got these ones, and these are very nice because they're cast white metal. And the second reason I wanted to get these and purchase them, because I thought, well, it's nice having them on the locos running around the layout, and oh yeah, you can see that fireman's got his tools on the tender. Very nice. I've got one or two engines that have got long-handed shovels and fireman's fire irons on there, but I wanted to do something different. I wanted to think outside the box. And again, this is what our wonderful hobby of model railways is all about, thinking outside the box. Doesn't matter if it's a Hornby box, a Bachmann box, or a V-Trains box, or whatever box you've got, think outside of it. Have a little creation going. So I decided to make something for this. So apart from these being stored on a tender engine, normally if you went to a steam locomotive depot, there's two places where you'd normally find these apart from on a loco. Normally you'd find one line on the floor, which is not really where it's supposed to be. They need to be stored somewhere. So I came up with this, which I scratch built this morning. I'll bring it in. It's going to be painted, so it's not going to look like as you see now, so please ignore this current state. It needs to be painted and weathered. But basically it's a fire iron rack. And how I made this was basically, again, I've said this in previous video guys, if you buy model kits and you've got the plastic sprues, which is the plastic frame that all the different parts are attached to, and you snip them off to make your model, don't throw away the plastic sprue frame, because it's exactly the right scale and thickness to make stuff like this. This is a scratch built fire iron rack that I've made from model railway kit parts, and the little hooks on top, that's just some wire that I've cut to length and super glued in pre-drilled holes up there, and one down the very bottom for the fireman's bucket to sit on. Again, this is going to be painted and weathered up, so it won't look like this when it's finished. I'm going to do it a nice rusty weathered finish on there to match the fire iron. So when it's all done, it should look great. Again, once it's all finished, you'll see it on the layout proper when it's in place. But again, I wanted to share that quick little idea that I came up with this morning. Very simple to do. Again, you can do lots of things with this material, because you can build anything that needs tubular frame kind of construction. And I wanted to do it in a way because in real life, something like this wouldn't have been exactly 100% perfect. It's not going on display outside Buckingham Palace. It's going to be on some loco shed road. It's been knocked up rather crudely, but rather professionally, by the local welder who's made this frame up to put the fire irons, so that the shed foreman has an excuse to tell the crews off if they're leaving their tools lying around on the deck, which they shouldn't do. And obviously I've cut the little pieces of wire on top from that shot there. They do look a little bit long, and that's for a prototypical reason, because obviously there's always one more iron than the next. Never have too many irons in the fire, right? So that's designed obviously to put more than one firing iron or one long handled tool on there, should there be. That's where they're going to live in the future. So I may even get another one of these, possibly maybe get one or two more. So get quite a large collection to sit on those hangers, so they look the part. Anyway, that's really it from me now. Just a real quick video, and I will come back in the next video when this is all weathered and painted, and obviously in situ on the layout. But until then, have a great day. Thank you very much for your kind words in regards to the last video and the tender connection issues, or tender connection questions that I proposed. Some nice responses from everybody. Thank you very much. Big shout out to Patrick in Ireland. Thank you very much, Patrick. And to Monsville Railways, and to everybody else that has chipped in and said something nice or something interesting. I do appreciate the comments. Keep them coming, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. All the best. Bye bye now.